Who's ready to hear some two-strokes again? So Washougal is going to usher in a little two-stroke event. Why, you ask? Well, of course I'm going to tell you again. Because the industry is in panic mode. The rider roster evaporated. People dropping out in droves. Teams pulling out. Riders pulling out. Now we see a few crossing the picket line, meaning they got paid to show up and race the series. We've never seen this before in history. We're breaking all the wrong records. With the moto industry, you guys, it's just being watered down, manufactured bubblegum content. You knew the second. Nothing against Jet Lawrence. I think that dude's phenomenal. They should put him on a two-stroke, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. They watered down the industry by bringing donuts, bro. I mean, come on, dude. Like, we kind of sold out. Like, we've slowly been selling out, but like, I don't know how much further you sell out from pushing Jets and donuts. And I don't even think that dude digs it himself. I think, though, he committed somebody on his team. He's all probably some entity, some company now. Sign some contract to give the rights away to sell donuts to some company and use his image. Who knows? Truth is usually somewhere in the middle. But I personally think that dude doesn't even dig it, because now the money he makes off of donuts is nothing. There's no money in donut selling. Come on, man. Now, had he done something cool, like a hard, tangible asset that doesn't like get it goes moldy or bad, like some Jetson gloves or something, yeah, go for it, dude. Or even hard candy, something that has a shelf life. Donuts have zero shelf life. Take free donuts to the pits, Jetson. Stop trying to sell them in the stadiums. Insane. You got whoever you need out of that deal. Get your team, your lawyers, whoever, and get out of that deal. But the realities are this, friends. We evaporated the field. Riders are dropping out. No reason to come race. Get smoked by Jet. The prize money's horrible. Playoffs seem to have a little bit of money, but that's just a monopolizing the industry to keep people from, going and doing off-season or World Supercross. It's all getting a little bit, the waters are getting a little too muddy with the industry. Have the indoors, have the outdoors, have one money race, call it a day. That's what they should have done. They're trying to recreate the wheel. This playoff thing is nothing more than trying to water down the industry and make it look like mainstream. It's not mainstream. Otherwise, if it goes mainstream, we're done anyway. But Wall Street entered moto, and that's what they think they're going to do. It won't, because this is an extreme sport. Not everybody can afford to do it, and it's risky. And I could go on and on and on. So the latest play that we're going to see is, because the championship's all but over, and especially for the 450s. That's why you don't see any hype. Usually maybe you'd have a 125 race. Then we used to have that. We did. We'd have two-stroke race at Washougal. It was a separate race. And we'd have 125 class. Well, this year, because the 450s is already evaporated, and you had to pay riders to come race, and others are dropping out. Others never showed up in the first place. It's a perfect opportunity to see what you can do to add a little bit of entertainment value to the series and offer some money for the top placing two-stroke. Here's the challenge. What's it, like 15 grand for the top placing two-stroke? Well, no pro is going to, like, the prize money for a pro, the payout all the way probably through, 15 grand is probably the payout through, 15th place probably gets you 15 grand. So I don't see any pro heavy hitter. Now, if I was a manufacturer, and especially Honda, I'd make Jet go race a two-stroke. Why? Because I still believe it wouldn't jeopardize his points lead at all, one race. And you'd probably go sell a bunch of two-strokes. You could breathe some life into your two-stroke division. But they won't do that. Why ask? Well, of course, I'm going to tell you again.
Beep, beep, beep. That was the attempt of a sound of an electric motorcycle.
They not only don't want two-strokes to be promoted, eventually they don't want four-strokes promoted. They eventually are going to be pushing electric bikes, donut graphics in a stadium near you or something. Like, who knows? Probably Zoom. It'll be a Zoom racing moving forward. Maybe RC. Maybe we'll have no more racing at all. That's the way we're headed. But the reality is, if we were smart, we would see some of these heavies show up on a two-stroke. We might get one or two. They might do it. At this point, if you're not Jetson, if you're any of these other riders, have somebody make you a two-stroke and show up and race it just because the fans will dig it. You'll get a little more juice on the internet. It'll be a feel-good story. It's not about the money. Donate the money. Donate the money to a charity. Donate it to Brandon Hartraft. Donate it to anybody. Do something like that. Use this opportunity. But the realities are this, friends. We're going to hear some two-strokes. Will be cool. We'll probably see a story or two. Of course, probably more privateers are going to show up on two-strokes than these factory riders. Clearly, dude. Like, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But we're going to see some two-strokes. But don't let this fool you. They're spinning it to try to tell you this is like some cool thing we're doing at Washington. No, they're not. It's not cool. It's life support. It's a sign of desperation. It's our series got evaporated in the 450 class. So now we're going to try this to do whatever we can. That's why we continue to slam Bubba in the booth or this guy in the booth or do some two-stroke event. We got to do something because the racing isn't quite on point. Now the 250s is looking like it's shaping up to be maybe where the excitement could be because we actually have some competition there. Even with Hunter going, it was looking like just boring across the field, but with Hunter having that DNF and opening the door for Danger Boy, we need to talk more about Danger Boy moving forward. Because in final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a moto guy, as somebody who wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters we're swimming in now. Two-stroke contested for Washougal. What's up? I'm pretty pumped to see this. We're going to see some pretty cool stuff unfold. I'll be cheering for it, and I know you will too. We'll tune in because we're moto fans, but some of this stuff is like watching a train wreck. You almost have to look away. A lot of things that we see that are becoming really blatantly clear is just manufactured marketing and just mainstreamy kind of, just no more core things. They're squashing the industry, like I said, from penalizing riders from racing too rough to now just no colorful personalities on the track anymore, making them into robots and social media just now dominating and trying to be just pushing narratives. This thing needs a massive reset, and Walty's going to be here to blow the lid off it and help make that happen every step of the way with your help. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video. Find me at WaltyWandersMX on Instagram. If you appreciated this video, I think you're going to love the next video on your screen, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. I'll see you on the next video.